All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Listen, to the people watching this in the playback, I put the title of the stream as Black Cat Arena and Paragon discussion. I'm assuming that's what we're talking about tonight. You got to pick the title ahead of time. I mean, technically, I could edit it later, but I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm not necessarily having someone on call to discuss it. Just, I figured we'd discuss it in the chat. So that's why it's in the title. All right, here it's and Marvel Champions. Let's see. I've been reading comments all day. But there's nothing like a good old-fashioned... Oops. God damn it. Alright, good old-fashioned discussion. Hold on. Doesn't like old-fashioned discussion. On stream about controversial topics like the Paragon title. Let's talk it out. Yes. Now. Life. I feel it was a little too wordy to me. I was going to try to shorten it, but you know what? We're probably just going to go with it. Reading comments all day, but there's nothing like good old-fashioned discussion on stream about controversial topics like the Paragon title. Let's talk it out. Tweet! Okay, anyway. What's up, everybody? Whoa, there's a few super chats already, too. Okay. Hold on. Before we get to talking, we gotta get to slapping. Mason, thank you very much, dude. Mason 2099, that is. Much appreciated. I don't see any message from you. That looks like a pure slap buck if I've ever seen one. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Alex sending over $1. Oh, Alex, this close to a double. Squidbird was between you. Otherwise, that would have been a double. But thank you nonetheless. Saying, so BG, I know this whole thing started as a joke, but it's only been 6 days, and they announced Paragon. Dude, yeah, that's right. Same deal as when I got Uncollected and Cav. Dude, they were just waiting for the right moment. They didn't want to announce it last week because it was the end of the week already. They wanted to wait until midweek. They were like, all right, Alex got it. Wednesday of next week, announcement time. All right. Kai sent it over $1 as well. Kai, oh, just that much. But thank you very much. Saying BG was ready. Wait, what? The fact it's in the title, BG. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Cloud Contempt, I can only pray for you. Cloud Contempt saying buckle your seatbelts, everybody. Oh, man. Delete face ID. Kai, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it, man. Easy. Sending over 2 as well, saying I feel like 2 rank 4s would be a lot more appropriate. I don't think, that's a wild opinion to have. 2 rank 4s, that definitely does seem a lot more appropriate. You could argue that would be very similar to Thronebreaker, and the fact that it's 2 instead of 1 is because, well, there's RNG involved with Thronebreaker or something like that. Plus, you do get a whole ass rank up from Act 7. So, you could piece together another one. But 3 is a bit much. But yeah, 3 is what the number is. Easy, thank you for the 2 though, man. Appreciate it. Hype him down, Sen05 as well. Hype him down. Thank you very much with the hype hippo. Saying, hey BG, how does Captain Falcon's lock-on work? You dash back, you hold block for 2. Oh, wait. No. Dude, for some reason I was thinking about regular Falcon. Captain Falcon? Oh, boy. Great question. I literally haven't touched the champion since I tested him when he was released. I actually don't recall exactly how it works. Wait, is it the exact same thing? Dashing back and holding block for 1.2 seconds. Inflict lock on, charge for 16 seconds. Pauses on his specials. Once lock on ends, it goes on cooldown for 12 seconds. And the defender caps, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, it's the same exact way. I don't know all the interactions. Does it do something with the specials? Yeah, there's a bonus, right? Ah, man. I really haven't touched the champion or even like seen any content with the champion since my initial test. So I'll be honest, man, I'm a bit fuzzy on all the details of this guy. I hate to say it, but you might want to watch like a dedicated video on the champion. But yeah, I mean, activating at least is very simple. Just like Falcon, dash back, hold block, 1.2 seconds. And then you get some bonuses as a result. I wish I could go into more details, but I would have to like relearn the character, play him a little bit or something. So, sorry, I can't tell you more. If you happen to pull the champion, that's great. I think he's a good champion. Like, what does it do? I meant, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like you know. I couldn't tell you exactly without literally going through line by line. You gain bonuses on each of the specials here that you could see. And then, yeah, this section here, these details. The awakened ability, lasting longer, attack rating is increased as well. That's it, though, man. Like... like I said, I don't have the champion. I haven't played him since I tested him. That's kind of all I could say. I would definitely recommend checking out a dedicated video if you pulled him yourself and you're looking to learn more. You know what I mean? But dude, thank you very much for the 5. Definitely appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go dump my energy as we chitter chatter here. Well, then we can hit the arena and really focus in on reading more. Let's get Gam Gam off the team here. Alright, Dragon also sending over a... But wait, hype him down. Did you send over another buck? You did send over another buck saying... Yeah, like, what does it do and all that? Yeah. Yeah, it's I know it's you know, I hate to just say it's all right there, but I'd be learning just like you would be, just reading it. So but thank you, dude. All right, Dragon, let me see. Thank you for the buck as well. Saying unpopular partially opinion, I like the 3 rank 4 requirement. Feels like a better split for the top than Thronebreaker was. That'll work better. However, I do agree they shouldn't get content already. Yeah, that's still so Dragon's seen some of my discussions about it, and that's always what I keep coming back to is I don't really want it to be gating content, and I'm hoping that Kabam changes that one little statement. One little statement is really the hang up for me. I don't necessarily mind having something to work towards. It can be fun at times, but I mean, there's like 2 statements. There's the one that I keep going back to, which is it's in this post, right? Yeah. Which is this right here. There'll also be objectives exclusively available to summoners that have already attained the title of Paragon, which I mean, it sounds pretty cut and dry. It's going to be special objectives just for those that are Paragon, for content that's like right around the corner. As soon as the title comes out, the content's out. You either have it or you don't. And then the other thing is, you know, offers, special offers that are tuned specifically for the next title. I didn't really talk about that so much. Like all this stuff, if you were like, all right, I don't meet the requirements for it. Okay, I mean, fair enough, dude. Okay, so you miss out on like an upgraded login calendar and, you know, crystals and stuff like that. And maybe you could say like, oh, okay, Cyber Weekend, yeah, that's got the better offers if you didn't hit it by then or something. But for this stuff to come out, it feels quite forceful that they're like, okay, you didn't get Paragon yet, give us some money. Give us some money for the Deadpool spring cleaning. That way you can access this content. That way you get the better offers. That's kind of how it feels to me. Yeah, man, I don't know. Just doesn't feel great. Kabam can't win any way they do it. If they make content hard, everyone cries and complains till they change it. So those players force the roster idea. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. To some extent, I think that's true. I do still think that it was headed in this direction regardless. Because that like Thronebreaker, that was pre-Act 6 nerf. And it still had a roster requirement to it. Although it's possible that that was kind of replacing the gates of 6.2, because they try to push roster progression, right? Of course they try to push roster progression. That's what this game is. It's in many ways roster progression, right? It's collection and growth. And you know, things like Act 6.1 that said, okay, you cannot use 4-star champs anymore. Well, people didn't really like that, so are they going to do that again with 6 stars? Well, maybe eventually, but I feel like they didn't want to do that too early because that pissed people off. And then 6.2 had the champion gates, which, you know, of course, a lot of people did not like. And then, you know, 6.3 and 6.4, they loosened the restraints on that, you know, or restrictions on that a little bit. But then they kind of said, all right, well, for roster progression, let's try to push that by making people get a rank 3 for Thronebreaker. So I don't know. You're right. They're damned if they do, damned if they don't. There's no way to please everybody. And they got to do something, so it's a tricky situation. But I just wish they wouldn't gate the content by the title. Not immediately, not so fast. It's totally fine where, like, okay, you know, Karina's challenges came out and it was for Thronebreakers only. Cool, but that was like a while later, you know. This is like it's happening now, you know. All right, anyway, Kai said over $1. Thank you, dude, saying give more info on what the rewards for rank 4 material content will be, and remove the confusion with the Eternity of Pain, and boom, I'm a happy camper. I think I mean, do you guys think the confusion is intentional? I don't know if it's intentional or not. I don't know if it's just like, well, it takes time to decide exactly what the rewards are. Maybe they haven't determined it all just yet. Maybe they're still figuring that out, which is why they haven't announced it yet. Or are they intentionally keeping people in the dark? That way they're not sure. Like, oh, crap, if I don't pick up this next offer, well, how long am I going to go without this progression title? Is it going to be worth it for me just to buy this offer now? That way I can make sure that I have the title good to go. I try my best not to see things through like a cynical lens, but of course, I think we all sometimes see things that way at times. And this is one of those cases where I'd say, yeah, kind of feels that way to me. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Scotty Lang. Hey, Scotty Lang, what's up, dude? I don't see any message from you. So I guess that buck is just going in the Paseo jar, eh? Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the buck. Consider it in the jar. Jim, Senator 5. What up, Jim? Saying, hey, MCUC peeps. You do you. Don't feel like you have to get the new title the day it comes out. Just have fun playing the game. And Brian, you rock. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Speaking of, I'm not going to be getting the title the day it comes out. I'm okay with that, but just that's more of like just because I'm taking a little bit more of a relaxed approach with things, so it doesn't really bother me. It's just that's like the reason why I called out the other person in the post or whatever. Let's see, where was it, man? Was it in like number 6 or something, or 7? I don't know. If you watch the video though, the person there, like where they did everything, they did absolutely everything in the game. I feel bad for players like that. I think it was in a different one. Whatever. We don't need to look at it again. The point is they did everything. There's nothing more that they could do other than be in a very competitive alliance, which means like that person probably can be in an alliance. I don't know their real life schedule or something, but if you think about it, we're talking about someone who's done everything in the game. The only thing that they're not doing is maybe competitive alliance war or something. Maybe they just want to play with their friends. And in the past, it's like, okay, you know you're making a sacrifice by playing with people that maybe they're not as motivated to push through content as you are. So you're giving up some level of rewards, right? You're giving up those high alliance-based rewards, and it's never held back your like progression title before. But now it's like, well, the motivation to abandon your friends potentially is that much higher. As now it's starting to affect your progression titles too. It's kind of funky, but well, that's the new system here. Did I see White Mummy in here? I did. What's up, Mummy? Saying, hi, BG. Hope you're having a great time. Been talking to a few disappointed free-to-play friends. They've always gotten the new title from the very first day. Now they can't, and this put them even more behind. Yep. Yeah, it sounds about right. That sounds about right, man. It's tough because I think that's kind of the way the game has been going for a while. So it's like, it's one thing after another, you know, like when you're free to play, like, of course you're always going to be behind, to some extent. I think that's something that, you know, you generally accept. Most people, I would say, generally accept it. Of course, you know, your definition of like what's okay when being behind is going to vary from, you know, player to player. But I think there's no real beating around. Like it's not really like an opinion thing. It's more of like a fact. Like, well, the gap is growing. It has been growing. It's going to continue to grow. There's no closing it, and it just keeps getting pried open a little bit wider day by day. So yeah, it's going to be harder and harder for those people to keep up. That's just the way things are. BG, I ranked up my 26 rank 3 Tigra. Hey, easy, nice. You pulled the trigger on Tigra, huh? I got my very first rank 3 during Deadpool Spring Cleaning 2021. Seriously? Wow, dude. Holy crap. I have one rank 4, and once I explore 35 to 40 more paths in Act 7, I'll get a second. Dude, you've gotten wow, dude, you've gotten 26. So every other week you've gotten a rank 3 on average, at least, over that time. That's crazy, dude. I would love to get Paragon, but I expect that it'll come relatively quickly. It probably will. Yeah, it probably will. I'm sure it will. Guy Gardner's and an overbuck saying, you better hope that you were Thronebreaker during Summer of Pain, doing 100%, and you picked up the Act 7.4 bundle and are in a good enough alliance to get Paragon. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, I made a slight mistake when I was in the video. Unfortunately, the video is already out there. There's not much that I can say to like correct it, but you technically didn't need the gifting rewards. I tried to say in the video, hey, I didn't do the math. I was kind of just guessing, but I feel like I had a pretty decent handle on the amount of rewards that come in, just because, well, been looking at this stuff over the years. But anyway, Cloud of Contempt here, he made a spreadsheet showing all of the different areas of the game that you could possibly get tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic, not including special offers and not including alliance activities. So this is just all of Act 7, Summer of Pain, the additional Summer of Pain, the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, Karina's Volume 1, Volume 2, plus the individual pieces of the volumes, and then broke down the catalyst amounts as what's available and what's needed, and then the difference. So the difference is quite a bit. There's quite a big gap here if you were trying to do it just through solo content, even if you did absolutely everything. And then even if you picked up the Act 7 unit deal, still isn't enough. So, you could have picked up some of the other offers along the way, though, and then also been in a top alliance. Not necessarily like top 10 or whatever, just like a higher alliance. And you would not have needed to get rewards from like the gifting event. So technically, it was doable without the gifting event. So that was my mistake. You did not need to do the gifting event, but still, yeah, I mean, you could see it was not possible just through all these activities. Even if you did the activities and picked up the 7.4 deal, it would not have been enough alone. You would have had to have either picked up other offers, and even then, I don't even know if through the other offers it would have been enough. I think either way, you needed to get at least some rewards through alliance activities. But yeah. All right, Kai sending over Buck. Kai, thank you, dude, saying don't want to be that guy, but didn't everyone do this with Thronebreaker and then we all forgot about it and moved on? What's new now? I mean, we wanted more content and we don't necessarily need the title. It's quite a bit different this time around. So when Thronebreaker came out, you had content to do that can get you there immediately. So people didn't necessarily like the rank up requirement. That was something different at the time. And people, didn't necessarily like that. A lot of it had to do with like the RNG of not having the champion that you wanted to take to rank 3. But you could get the catalyst. So that was kind of the larger complaints, was like, well, I've got the catalyst here, or I have a way to get it, but if it doesn't land on the mutant class, then I don't have an ideal rank 3 candidate kind of thing. But the content was available. In fact, Thronebreaker didn't come out until October of 2020, and the Abyss, where all you had to do was clear one path of the Abyss to guarantee yourself a tier 5 class catalyst, that came out in January. So almost a full year earlier, you had access to and time to get through the Abyss in order to get that catalyst. In addition to that, even if you didn't want to do the Abyss, Act 6.4 also has a tier 5 class catalyst in there. Well, if you did 100% of Act 6, I should say, it's got a tier 5 class catalyst in there. So you had an alternate option. There were different avenues to get yourself to Thronebreaker. Here, it's you just have to be in a high alliance. High alliance, or spend a bunch on offers. So technically there is multiple avenues in this case too. It's just those avenues, it can't be done through solo play. This is it's like a solo progression title, right? Like these titles, have they ever been considered alliance-based progression? Like it's story milestones here, complete story milestones to unlock rewards and permanent account upgrades. Every single thing you look at here, it's just, you know, down this challenge on your own time, kind of thing. Even Thronebreaker, like, you know, I'm gonna make a new account and do a new account challenge getting Thronebreaker, even though, yeah, Thronebreaker's been out for a while now. Even if I did that new account challenge the day Thronebreaker came out, I would have had a path to get there all by myself. It would have been difficult, challenging, maybe would have taken, you know, a month or so, or you know, potentially longer, I don't know, but you know, it's doable. With this, like, the content, some of this content doesn't even exist anymore. The Summer of Pain and stuff like that, it's gone. What if you were busy that summer, man? You're screwed. But yeah. So I don't know. I do understand that some people are, you know, fine with this. And that's cool if you're fine with it. It is different though. So I think if you're okay with the, you know, the title requirements and stuff like that, you gotta at least understand that this is very different than Thronebreaker. This is very different than any title we've seen in the past. And maybe you're okay with that, you know, change. I like change a lot of times. I don't necessarily mind this if it didn't keep people from content. If you had something more to chase that was going to take a little longer than just there on day one, okay. But the fact that it gates content too, like, yikes, man, that's not cool. Been a lot of tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha in Alliance War recently. Free to play can obtain. Has there been? Let me go look at the Alliance War rewards. I know they updated them, but that was very recent, right? I would say most free to play people are not able to get in these high alliances. Do they go beyond like some of the top alliances here? Let me see. How far down do they go? Okay, so you've got some fragments all the way down to Plat 2. It's a very small amount, 6 weeks. Let's say like Plat 1, 6 weeks to get 10% of a catalyst. It's not exactly super quick there. I'm curious to know how many free-to-play players there are in the Masters bracket. It's tough. It's tough keeping up in Masters as free-to-play. But yeah, either way, it's never been a requirement in the past to play Alliance War to get these titles. So again, whether you're okay with it or not, I think it's fine to have your own opinion and to disagree with others, but just understand that it is different. There's no debate in that. This is definitely different. As long as that content doesn't disappear and stays in the game, it isn't really a big deal then, no? I would agree with that, yes. If it's permanent content that you don't have access to and you can gain access to it, if it's like the Karina's challenges, for example, and you can unlock those special objectives whenever you want and then do the content, I would say yes. It's not a big deal then to you know, not be able to get in there right away. If it is a temporary piece of content, oh man, I'm just not a fan of that. Thanks for sending over a buck. Sent over a buck. Just saying hi. Thanks for sending over a buck. Thanks for sending over a buck. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Hello. Alright, we ain't waiting on that damage reflect. Hold on, last year they didn't allow Cav players to get into Grandmaster's Gauntlet. Cavalier came out a while ago, though. Cavalier came out... Oh, God, I don't even know. It's okay to have restrictions on like, title stuff. It's just can't be that soon, in my opinion. The timing of it all is a big deal. Let's see. MCOC Cavalier title. Let's see if we can get a date on that. Okay, my initial search came up empty. I'm sure I could find it if I took 10 more seconds to look, but I'm not gonna. It came out a while ago. Cavalier's been around for a while. If you didn't have Cavalier by last year, at that point, it's on you. What can you say? Yeah, but if someone started playing only like a year, they are locked out only because they started late. Yes. I mean, I think that's fine though. Like honestly, I mean, I've done new account challenges where I've gotten Cav in a week. And I'm not saying that a person who just downloads the game is going to be able to pull it off. I certainly couldn't. The day I downloaded the game, dude, I couldn't get through Act 2 in a week. You know what I mean? But the point is, it's available. The content was available. If you weren't able to get Cav, then it might be for the best that the content is restricted to you, because getting Cav would have been easier than doing the Grandmaster's Gauntlet. You know? The difference here is that, like, whatever this next event is, the Eternity of Pain, I can guarantee you that the people who did all of the content in the game, Karina's 1, Karina's 2, Act 7, 100%, all that stuff, they can do this content. It's just that Kabam is not allowing them to access it. Whatever the next objective is, they're gonna be able to handle it. But Kabam says no. Alright, Unto Mother. Wait, hold on. Kai, did I skip yours? Kai, I did skip yours. Kai, thank you for sending over a buck. Saying, I have a crazy idea. Hear me out. Give everyone 7-star Groot. Boom. No more issues. And then we could all move up to Paragon easily. I think if you get 7-star Groot, you're actually downgraded to... what's the Act 4 title? You get downgraded to that one. You don't get the Paragon title for getting Groot. Oh, man. Can you do Battlegrounds? I'm not going to do Battlegrounds tonight. Not tonight. On to Mother, send it over, Buck. Thank you, dude, saying, good evening, BG. Stopping by to say hi and leave. I feel I'd get too frustrated with the discussion. Later, hashtag Pixie for bot. Okay. All right, Mother. I understand. Have a good one, dude. Appreciate the buck. Thank you very much. Still appreciate you. I'm trying to read some other opinions on this. Some context while checking Twitter. I've done all endgame content. Spring cleaning may get me my 4th. Didn't rank high in solo gifting. I believe being in a high alliance gets free to play 3 rank 4s. Yeah. Well, so I said that earlier. When we were looking at Cloud and Contempt's post here, you technically didn't need to be in a high gifting alliance if you picked up some offers here or there and were also in like a, you know, maybe top 10, top 20 alliance, something like that to close the rest of the gap. You didn't need gifting. I was mentioning it in the video because I hadn't done all the numbers breakdown. I also did say in the video that, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure about that, but... all right, JJ's, I don't know, a buck. Thank you, dude, saying, do you really believe Kabam when they say there are free-to-play players that meet Paragon requirement now? Yes, I do. I believe it. I mean, I could have gotten Paragon day 1 if I stayed in my alliance, so... Is it technically possible? Yes. Are there many people that have done it? No. We're talking a handful, if that. We're talking a very small number. An extremely small number. A number that would, like, I don't even know if you'd be able to round it up to 0.01%. I don't think you would. So yeah, but yeah, it's certainly possible. 100%. Oh, dude, Gen X biggest fan. I was just reading your message. Thank you for the buck. You had the message of some context while checking Twitter. I've done all in-game content, spring cleaning, May game my 4th, didn't rank high in solo gifting, believe being a Highlands gets free play 3. So yeah, I mean, 4th is not. Hold on, did you have a tweet too? Is that what you were saying? Just realized. Oh, you did. Okay. Getting a 4th would be not possible free to play. That's for sure. But let me see here. Continue. Didn't buy the first time rank 4 mats. Spring cleaning. Enter the game. Or the 7-4 mats. 10k offer. Have been in top 20 alliance for a long time. 3 years. Did buy 7.4 / Cyber Weekend last year. Scored top 10 in alliance gifting. Okay. Yep. Checks out. Well, congrats on your Paragon title. Jared Shields and over to saying Banana Milk. Thoughts on guest character, right? Oh, man. How do you guys say it? Ryu or Ryu? I mean, I know it's Ryu or like Ryu or whatever. Dude, I always said Ryu though, man. All right, anyway, dude, I would love it. Hell yeah, man. Give me that Ryu. Hell yeah. Street Fighter? That'd be sick. I'd absolutely love it. Yeah, I know it's technically Ryu. Just growing up, it was hard to change it because like from Street Fighter 2 all the way to, I don't know, like YouTube. Not until YouTube was a thing did I hear the actual pronunciation. And I always said Ryu. Smash Bros pronounces it Ryu. Yeah, well, they pronounce it correctly. They definitely pronounce it correctly. But yeah, I would love it, dude. I mean, I would love to see other Street Fighter characters in this game too. I don't think it'd be possible because I think, well, I was gonna say strictly from like an IP standpoint, Kabam would probably have to shell out a lot of money for that. But I mean, what about Smash Bros? They get away with just buying like one character of an IP kind of thing. Maybe they're just an exception though, where everyone just wants to be in Smash Bros. You know. But I don't know if it would make sense for the MCOC universe or story-wise or something like that. But regardless, dude, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see some other characters in this game too, man. Throw Donatello in here. From the Ninja Turtles and everything too. Let's get Mega Man in here. I'm not saying if it's possible, but do we believe it? I personally don't. I do believe it. I do believe it. Yeah, there's some free-to-play players with rank 4s. Like I said, I could have been one of them. I could have been one of the select few. I mean, I'd have to check my resources if I still could be. I don't know. I haven't added everything up, but of course I haven't been getting AQAW rewards for a few months now. So, but I do believe, yeah, there's free-to-play players. Here's the thing. I don't think Kabam lies about specifics like that. I think they make mistakes just like anybody makes mistakes. So they might say something that is like, you know, maybe it wasn't completely accurate, but it was like an oversight, and they can correct that later. If they flat out say like, there's free-to-play players with 3x rank 4s, I don't think they would say that unless they know for a fact they you know, pulled up the data on players. They know exactly how many free-to-play players have exactly how many rank 4s and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think they'd lie about something like that, but I guess I have no way of officially knowing without having access to their computers and all that. Their databases. All right, Christopher Torres said over 10. Thank you, dude, saying, hey, BG, great news. I just became Thronebreaker. Hey, congrats, man. I got some amazing champs like 6-star Hyperion and Carnage, 5-star Null Awakened, 5-star Wolverine, and 5-star Gamora Duped. Shout out to my cousin Juan Pina for the help, too. Okay. All right. I hope that was help just in the way of, like, advice and stuff, and not, you know, hands-on help. But either way, dude, congrats. And yeah, there's some good polls, dude. That 6-star hype. Oh, it's such a good poll, dude. Some good 5 stars in there, too. Nice, man. Congrats on your Thronebreaker. Congratulations. Eli sending over to say advice on getting 5 stars stuck on Act 5. So, I mean, it takes time. This game it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's gonna take you some time to get more 5 stars. Really, you just gotta rank up your 4-star champs. You know, you don't need a ton of ranked up 4-star champs, but I'd say like 1, sometimes even 2 of each class, but usually like 1 of each class. If you get a 4-star ranked up, that will allow you to, you know, push content a little bit. It's not always going to be story content. It might be, you know, event quests or something like that. And you'll start to just pull in, you know, more 5-star shards, the higher level of difficulty you're able to take on. Because shards come from all over the place. Story content, event quests, side quests, you know, virtually everywhere in the game outside of AQ. AQ is mostly about rank up resources, but 5-star shards, you get them every place that you get 4-star shards and 3-star shards and premier crystals. It's just, you got to do it on a little bit higher difficulty, that's all. That's it really, just a bit of patience to get the right ones, and time. But yeah, dude, thank you very much for the 2. I'd recommend if you haven't looked at some of the areas of the game, maybe give them a shot to see if you enjoy them. So something like the incursions is an area that's often forgotten about that can, you know, maybe give some rewards, allow you to save up some artifact fragments and eventually get some 5 stars from that too. But otherwise, yeah, they come from all over the place. Just got to be a little bit patient on it. Can be frustrating, I know. BG, a problem no one talks about. In order to be in a top alliance these days, you need to be spending. Yeah, basically. Noon is by no means a free-to-play alliance, but we don't have whales. And we just got kicked from top 20 AQ. Yeah. Yeah, so exactly. I kind of hinted at that earlier, where I was like, well, you can be free to play, but the group that you're playing with can't. I kind of mentioned it when I was talking about gifting, but the same thing kind of applies to AW and AQ. Yeah, you can be in those alliances, but let's face it, it's, you know, you're relying on other people to carry you, essentially. You know what I mean? It's tough. Even something like Alliance War, where like Prestige is insanely difficult to get while being free to play. But even something like Alliance War, I always felt like I was being carried a bit. I don't know. It was like an okay trade-off, I guess, because I had a lower death average than the average person in the Alliance. You know, a lot of seasons where I didn't die at all. The last season I was in the Alliance, I didn't die at all. So it kind of felt like the trade-off was worth it. But even still, like my defensive champions, they were lacking. My attackers, luckily I had some really OP ones like Doom and Torch to carry. But if I hadn't pulled those champions, like, oh man, my options would have been more limited than the average person. It's rough. It's pretty difficult. I think that's okay though when it comes to alliance play. I think it's, I mean, you know, maybe it's not the perfect setup, but I think it's okay. I think it's fine enough. It's just, yeah, to make the alliance play be like a requirement to get this title, at least at the start. Because eventually, yeah, eventually it doesn't matter. Eventually you'll be able to pull in the resources yourself, but it's just never been part of the requirements to get a title day one. So it's a little bit odd. All right. Curtis Forster, though, sending over 10. Thank you very much, Curtis. Appreciate it, man. Saying thanks so much for all the content you create. Oh, thank you, man. Keep grinding. I'm excited to see your spring cleaning buys. There might not be too many of them, dude. I hate to break it to you. But spring cleaning is typically more money-based. Any guesses for what the offers will look like? I don't really have any guesses. I would recommend this video, though. I'm going to pull it up. And actually, I'm going to watch just like the tiniest little snippet of the video that I'm going to pull up just on mute real quick. Let me pull up my buddy Legacy. I know Legacy made a video recently going over like the last year's events or last year's spring cleaning. And I didn't watch the video, but I feel like this is the best way to at least get an idea of what to expect. I'm going to pop a link in the chat right now to the video. Just finally pulled it up. And it's this video right here. Spring cleaning offers recap. So yeah, he's got the previous year as expected. And you can see here, so the way the event works is that it has these doubloons that you get from buying these bundles. It's a cool event. It's a great event if you don't mind spending some money, because you still get the units that you would have gotten for spending, but you get the doubloons and some of these others as like a little bit of a bonus. And I think they're going to stick to the same theme where if you don't spend any money, they give some doubloons just to everybody so everyone can participate. But if you really want to do anything more than just like the absolute bare minimum in the event, yeah, you're going to have to spend. So yeah, I'd recommend checking out that video if you want to get a better sense of how last year's event looked. But I don't really look too much at spring cleaning just because it is more of a spending event rather than money spending event rather than unit spending event. Unlike Cyber Weekend and 4th of July that has both. So I'll still make a video when it comes out and show what I pick up, because there still will be options to choose from, I'm sure. So I'll still do that, but yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of doubloons that I have, I'm sure. But all right. Curtis, thank you again, man. Wallet sent over another 5 saying, as stated in his super chat, I helped him. Oh, man. Only advice, of course. Okay, good. Since all the other vids are a little outdated, since we got new and better champs. Yeah. Well, that's good, man. That's good. Helping your cuz get Thronebreaker. Good stuff, dude. You're right. The guides, they can become outdated kind of quick. If a guide, a year goes by, 23 more champions get released, and suddenly the guides are outdated. But dude, thank you for the 5. Good on you for helping your cuz. Jason Wild Bunch, $100 saying Wild Buck coming in. Let's see here. BG, does it make you feel like you have to be in a top alliance to get the new title? Like me personally, no. I don't really care about the new, I mean, listen, like, of course, like anyone else, I do want the top title, yes. But I'm also not playing the game competitively anymore, at least not currently. Like, who knows, that could change later on, but currently I'm not playing competitively, so I'm not really too fussed about getting the title or not getting the title right away. So no, like I'm not going to be rejoining a top alliance to help me get over that finish line. So yeah, that's not going to be happening. But for other people, yeah, like we looked at all the numbers, and you pretty much did have to be in a top alliance in order to get the title. That's just the way it is. So at least for now. Of course, that will change, but for now. And it seems like you may be missing out on some special objectives and potentially offers. I don't know. Depends on how quickly. And when I say offers, I mean like 4th of July offers. But it depends on how quickly the other content gets people over that finish line. Maybe it's just going to be some special objectives, and that's it for now. All right. Armand SH705, thank you very much. Saying, ABG, love your streams. Why did you stop exploring Act 7? Who'd be your first rank 4, you think? Peace. Just because I'm taking my time with it, really. I'm still going to be exploring Act 7. I'll get back to that. But yeah, I'm just taking my time with it. That's all there is to it. As far as like first rank 4, it's kind of tricky because whoever I take to rank 4 first, they're going to get banned out in Battlegrounds. So in a way, it kind of benefits me to have just to keep my champs at rank 3. Which is why I haven't been in too much of a rush to get rank 4s in the first place. If I was, still in for Loki, I would need to do it for prestige. I would have to make those rank ups. But right now, half of my deck is still like 5-star champions. I've got 16 rank 3s. And some of them are not even really playable, especially in Battlegrounds. I'm not going to put Morningstar in there. I'm not going to put a Sig 40 Omega Red in there, So some of these champs, and some of them don't work depending on the nodes, right? So less than half of my deck is rank 3 champions, which means there's already going to be like less than half of the champs are going to be viable ban options, right? Most people are not going to ban 5 stars out, at least when they have, high level 6 stars and stuff like that. They're just going to roll over the 5 stars. I mean, they'll still pick up wins now and again, right? But like, obviously they're not going to be as difficult to take down, right? So it's going to be the rank 3 6 stars that get banned, but at least it'll be a little bit more of a spread where people won't just automatically say like, oh, okay, Sorcerer Supreme is rank 4. I'll just take out Sorcerer Supreme. Easy. Done. Because that's who I want to take to rank 4. I want to get Sorcerer Supreme to rank 4. I want to get Doom to rank 4. Doom might be my first, just because a lot of players also have Doom, and they might not want to ban out their own Doom just to ban mine. But I don't even know if that's true. Because if someone has more rank 3s, more options, it would totally be worth the sacrificing their own Doom to take out mine in that case. So it's a tricky situation. Once I get more rank 3s, then I can take more champs, or then I don't have to worry about it. I can get champs to rank 4, because then players might not be able to choose my rank 4s to ban. They might have to go with the rank 3s a little bit more often. So yeah, I know it sounds weird, but it just puts a target on their head, whoever I rank up. So for my 12 Battlegrounds matches today, my rank 4 has only been banned 5 times. Guy Gardner, which rank 4 is that again? Can you remind me? Because I know you like to play and rank up some maybe less popular champs from time to time. I'm just curious. Even still, getting banned out half of the matches almost. Alex Senator Buck saying, BG, at least look at the Battleground special objectives. There's 5k 6-star shards. I remember them talking about that, but yeah, I haven't actually looked at the milestones. Let's go take a look. Let's see them shards. I'm guessing it's this one. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's good that they're starting to add rewards, even though it's not like the rewards. It's cool that they have this. A nice little incentive to get people in there. Because, you know, half a 6-star, that's pretty cool. Or, you know, a little bit less than half if you go for a featured, but still. When I say a little bit less than half, I was assuming like, yeah, what's it called? Prices. Black ISO market. But yeah. Yeah, Alex, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate another buck. Let me see. Wait, Guy Gardner, did you ever say who your rank 4 was? Herc. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize that Hercules was your rank up. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Hercules, I didn't think that he was going to be that good in Battlegrounds, but apparently he was really good last time. He was surprisingly good. I wonder if he's the same because people are not. Wait, actually, I should ask this. I shouldn't just assume it because last time I assumed people weren't going to run suicides, and it turned out that running suicides with the masochism node was really good. Are people still running suicides with this current meta that we have of safeguard? I would assume not, just because you don't have any way to shrug off those debuffs, and especially with safeguard, damage from debuffs is, I mean, that's kind of what you need, right? There's other ways to get around safeguard, of course, but like, I feel like that would put you at a pretty sizable disadvantage, right? So I feel like Hercules, because he doesn't have damage over time effects, for to get around safeguard easily, and because he's not a difficult defender, I wouldn't expect him to get banned all that much. So I don't know if he's actually good in this current one, or if he's just getting banned out because he is rank 4. You are running suicides. Okay, interesting. I did like 10 matches today, and probably 3 people were running suicides. Okay. I wonder if that's people just not wanting to change their masteries and just saying, screw it, I just want to get some wins. I don't need to be ultra competitive or anything. Suicide's not good for this one. I didn't think so, Mummy, but never know. Running suicides BG, but that's mostly because I'm lazy and don't want to take them off while I'm grinding arena. Yeah, okay. I mean, I always expected people to run suicides in Battlegrounds either way for that exact reason. Because I know not everyone's going to be super competitive in Battlegrounds, and you don't have to be in order to participate. And yeah, that I always called it from the start. What I didn't call from the start was that they're going to be like potentially the best option even for the competitive folks. That was a surprise, but I think that was mostly just because of the masochism node. But yeah, I expect a lot of people to be running suicides. Herc's burst damage isn't affected by safeguard. Does it not work the... I always forget. I like which champions need like their initial hit impacts their burst damage. I guess he's not one of them. He just has a burst damage unaffected by the basic hit. Even still, you're slowed down by the node still, right? Let's see. Herc. Hello, Karate Mike. Let's see here. I'm trying to skim. Oh, here we go. Okay. Complete defeat grants one indefinite strength, each increasing armor penetration and causing all attacks to deal a burst physical damage equal to 10% of the damage they dealt. Yeah. Wait a minute. Equal to 10%. So it is based on the damage. So safeguards should still impact this, right? How does that work out? Do you take 2% of their health on each attack? Or is it like 1.1% essentially? Either way, interesting. Well, good to know Hercules is still useful in there, I guess. Herc's burst damage isn't, but you still need to build him up. Okay. Stop 40 last BG beta, but this time around, I'm not playing it. Can't afford to switch masteries back and forth. Gotcha. Alright, Christopher. By the way, I'm so sorry. Took me a little while to read your message here. Got caught up. But Christopher Torres sent over another 2. Thank you very much. Saying, Sorcerer Supreme is a beast. He is the bleed god. Oh, that's Symbiote Supreme, I think you're saying. Sorcerer Supreme does not have bleeds. Symbiote Supreme's good, though. Yeah, Symbiote Supreme's got some nasty bleeds. You're right. Absolutely. I like Sorcerer Supreme better, but I like them both. Symbiote Supreme helped me do my item list 6.2 challenge. If it wasn't for Symbiote Supreme, I don't think I would have made it through that. Every single time I took down the champion, it was with Symbiote Supreme. But yeah, Sorcerer Supreme is the champ that I would really like to take to rank 4. I think Sorcerer Supreme is probably my second favorite champ in the entire game. Only to Man-Thing, you know. But I really like Sorcerer Supreme. I think Sorcerer Supreme is the #1 best designed champ in the game. Not the most powerful, but I feel like the power level of Sorcerer Supreme is reasonable. It's high, but it's like not too overpowering in my opinion. They gave just the right amount of power to the champion where it's like, damn, this champ is strong as hell, but you know, you don't have like an invulnerability at the end of your life that Hercules has that's arguably super OP. You don't have crazy crit resistance and armor that you can just tank special 3s like you can with Doom. You don't get to a special 2 and then repeatedly use that special 2 with a power back boost like you can with a Ghost. Some of those things feel like a little, they cross the line, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion, of course. But Sorcerer Supreme, I love the champ. Anyway, UG, haven't made up my mind about the Paragon thing. What up, Static? What's pissing me off more is Kabam seemingly has no plan, and things like the 6-star max sig crystals feel like an afterthought. Okay. What? I'm curious. I kind of understand what you mean. Okay, never mind. Actually, I think I completely understand what you mean. I thought you were talking about like relating to other things, but you're just talking about this title where it seems like it wasn't planned all that well, and it was felt like an afterthought, similar to the Max Sig crystals. I got you. Okay, I got you. BG, have you ever considered making a video guide for Sorcerer Supreme? No, I haven't. Should I do that? Is that a good idea? Hey, listen, I technically made a video on Sorcerer Supreme the day she came out. But I know, dude. I know. I want to make a guide. Definitely have to give her a try and see what she's about. If you like Symbiote Supreme, you will like Sorcerer Supreme. Almost guaranteed. They're similar. They're similar, but the way they play is similar, but they do different things, I guess, is the best way of putting it. The only thing they should have done differently about Paragon was announce it months ago, so all spender or free to play could plan for it and manage the resources and content completion better. I think that's fair too. It would have been nice to get a little bit more of a notice. I don't know. On the one hand, I don't think you can announce something like too far in advance. So I understand kind of saying like, okay, it's coming next month. Here it is. But if they were going to do something like this, where like that 12K offer was involved, yeah, it would have been nice if they said, hey, as soon like the day 7.4 came out, right? I feel like that would have been a good day to say like, hey man, listen, this is going to be the requirements. There is an offer at the end of 7.4. You don't technically have to get it, but for a lot of people, it's going to look a lot more enticing, knowing that picking up that offer will help them to get Paragon. And as a result, some people, they would have chose differently with their units. So I think that's fair. I think it's a fair critique. To announce it a little bit earlier, at least, than they did. PG, put a poll out asking if people want a video of Sorcerer Supreme. No, I can't do that, man. Because then that's just more evidence of me not delivering on content that people want to see. So I can't do that. I'm not working on a Sorcerer Supreme video at the moment. I am working on content. I know it doesn't look like it. I know there's never any videos on this channel anymore, it seems. But I am working on content. Just gotta sit tight a little longer on it. Sorry. I understand not announcing things in advance, but I also feel like part of the requirements are content and offers that no longer exist is not a great look. Yeah, it's not. You're right. I don't think I've had over 1,500 units in 2 years. Ooh. The units, they go as quick as they come, huh? BG, if the 7.4 deal would get you a 3rd rank 4, would you buy it? No. Well, like if I was in an alliance, yeah, but I'm not really too concerned. You know, I mean, listen, there's a reason why I didn't really bring up my own situation in the video that I made today. I don't really care about it from my own perspective. You know, I cared about gifting from my own perspective because I you know, that definitely affected me. This title, it doesn't really affect me too much. It's just that I feel bad for some of the other people that did everything in the game. And you know, I mean, this is what I said previously in a different chat. I don't know if this analogy 100% fits, but this is at least how I feel. Imagine completing a job, right? Like we're talking real life. You I don't know, man. You're painting a house or something like that, right? You complete that job, but you don't get paid as much because you don't have a nice car. Like 2 people, they're both painting houses, right? But somebody gets paid more just because they have a nice car. It's like, well, you both did the job. Shouldn't you both be rewarded the same? Whereas, like, in MCOC, you could both complete the content, but the person who has the nice roster gets the title. How does that make sense? You both completed the content. Both of you should get the title. That's how I feel. Alright, anyway, Stiatic sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, if they had announced something, I would have bought the offer at the end of 7.4. And I wouldn't have been taking champs to rank 3 to prep for Battlegrounds. Yep. That would have been nice. Would have been good info to have, right? Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Lizer? How you doing? Yeah, by Sport BG, just keep doing what you're doing, Del Rush. Well, thank you, Christopher. Appreciate it, man. I do like the title name. Kind of wish it was different, but the definition fits for where it is in the game. I like the name Paragon. It reminds... So, back when I like the original World of Warcraft, 10 years ago, however many years ago at this point, the number one guild in the game was called Paragon, and it was kind of a little bit of a throwback to that guild. That's what it reminded me of personally. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I always thought the name was a good name. Or the word was a good name. Whatever. So I don't know. I like the title, Paragon. But I don't know. I do think Thronebreaker probably sounds cooler. I think someone said, I don't remember who, but I think someone was saying that, you know, no matter what name you come up with next after Thronebreaker, it's not going to sound as cool. But I like Paragon. Alright, wish they would bring back Summer of Pain so I could do it since the parry dex issue killed my chances. Oh, wow, dude. I hadn't even considered that. Because I gotta be honest, the parry dex stuff, it didn't really affect me too much. But that's when all those issues started, right? So Summer of Pain, some people might have just been so frustrated with the game and all the issues and just tapped out of challenges like that at the time. Eek. What about Ass Kicker? I stand corrected. Ass Kicker would do it. Alright, let's change arenas here. Ass Kicker. Yeah, totally. But you do get titles for completing most content. This progression title is more of a combination of multiple content completion and roster development. Yes, that is correct. It is a combo deal. Alright, so the same feedback I had last time about Thronebreaker, I didn't mention in the video, but I remember when Thronebreaker was a thing, some of my feedback was like, I would like it if it was an either or, where like, okay, you, the requirements are to complete Act 6, like either Act 6 initial clear or Act 6 initial clear and Abyss initial clear, or all of Act 6, or, you know, like, I don't know. It'd be cool if there was like multiple paths to get there, and there are technically multiple paths to get the catalysts, but you still have to get the catalysts, and you still have to use those catalysts. I kind of like the idea of just, well, completing the content, and maybe there's like 6 things on the list, and if you complete 2 of those things on the list, whatever 2 they are, you get the title. And it would have been cool to see something like that been done for this title, where it's like, okay, maybe if you don't meet all the requirements, but you did Act 7 100% and Karina's 1 and 2 100%, and the Abyss 100%, okay, you got it. We'll give it to you. You know, it's still a lot of content to complete, but are they going to stick to their guns on this, I assume? I would assume so, Lizer, yeah. The discussions, they're probably not going to do much of anything. It's interesting to talk about, but I would assume that nothing's going to change. I'm sure they thought about this long and hard before putting out a big post on it today. And I'm sure they understood that there was going to be some disgruntled players as a result, and they're just going to deal with it. You think we'll ever see a free-to-play way of getting Sigil Witch? Was that not supposed to happen months ago? I think eventually, but yeah, who knows? Who knows when, man? They did say 6 months after other players got Sigil Witch, but I think they meant like 6 months minimum. And so 6 months minimum might mean, hey, 2025 rolls around, And, you know, maybe Sigil Witch will be in the gifting crystals that year. You know. I do like the idea of an alternative option for the title BG, especially if it's a completionist variation. Yeah, I think it'd be good. But I also think, like, again, some of it is, you know, they do want to encourage people to pick up these offers, of course, right? I don't think there's anything, any way around that. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily like a cynical outlook, right? I think that's just the way it is. If I'm trying to be objective about things, trying not to just have like a negative opinion on it or something like that. Just trying to put myself in their shoes, looking at the timing of it all and everything. I think some of this is to encourage people to pick up the offers that maybe they would not have otherwise picked up. So yeah, that I don't think we're gonna see any sort of checklist like that. Even though I think it'd be cool, I think it'd be good for the game. It doesn't exactly fit in with, you know, scooping up the offers, or maybe not for as many people scooping up the offers. So that's, what can we say, man? That's what free-to-play games are, I guess. I think what really disappoints me about it all is just how much things have changed, though, over the years, you know? Like, I don't know. I do like change. I really do. There's a lot of times that I ask for change, and I know some people really are not for it. Just because, in general, people don't like change. But, you know, like 12.0, I was always a fan of shaking things up with 12.0. Yeah, the patch was buggy and all that, and that sucked. I always described it as like a nice TV that fell off a truck before it got delivered. And maybe that truck backed over it a few times, and then they still delivered it anyway. But I liked the TV. You know, I like the idea behind 12.0 at least. I like some of the other changes that they've done and everything, but when it comes specifically to like champion acquisition, progression, things like that, yeah, I can't say I've been as much of a fan. But I don't know. They can't please everybody, I guess, and yeah, that's the way it is. Static said over 2 saying tweet, good sir, then off to bed. Okay, let me take a look here. Oh, okay. Hello, dude. You were talking about this for a while. Oh man, I'm happy to see you actually go through with it. I wouldn't have done it myself, but because I know how much you have been wanting to get this Odin ranked up and everything, this is cool, dude. The rank 4 6-star Odin. What a beaut. Hot damn. That's a beefy Odin right there, man. That is a beefy ass Odin. Well, congrats, dude. Congratulations. That's some good stuff. Wasn't 12.0 overtuned with the block penetration at all? Yeah, it was. I thought that was a bug when it came out. It turns out it was not a bug, and then yeah, that was their intention, was to overtune content like crazy, which I didn't like that. There was definitely things I didn't like in 12.0. When I say I like 12.0, I was just happy that they I felt like the game was too easy, honestly. Of course, it wasn't too easy if you didn't have like the few OP champs that got nerfed, but like Scarlet Witch was literally just face rolling the game. Like, you didn't have to do anything. That wasn't a game. And then you had 100% perfect block. So your gameplay was just hold block until the opponent throws a heavy, and you never took chip damage. It just wasn't much of a game. So they needed to make those adjustments in order to turn MCOC into a game again. And they did. And yeah, I like that part of it. But the things that were overtuned, yeah, I didn't like that. And of course, as much as I'm a fan of balancing champions, it still has to be done right. Where in the case of some of those adjustments, I don't think they were done right. Some of the adjustments that happened down the line with Namor, for example, I don't think were done right. So even some of the stuff that I like, I don't necessarily like how they go about it. But let's see, 29k heavies, and I hit Labyrinth Starlord with an extra 205,000 damage. I think I can get that higher. Good lord. That's a lot of damage right there, man. An extra 205,000 damage. My word. The only OP champ I had was Strange, and he got destroyed. Yeah. His old base wouldn't even be OP in today's game. Yeah, Doctor Strange got done dirty. He definitely did. Yeah, I mean, even some of the like, he's not the only one. I would say OG Black Widow. That wasn't a good adjustment. I think OG Black Widow needed to be nerfed in one aspect, but buffed in others. And she actually got nerfed in a few different ways. She got nerfed in her ability accuracy reduction, which was the big one. Because honestly, like, where do you go from there? It's a champion that just automatically shuts down abilities. There is no way to design any skill champions where that's supposed to be their thing, is to shut down abilities, when it just happens automatically. Like, that champ would never get replaced, you know? But when they lowered that from 100%, they need to give her something else to, you know, still make the champ worth playing, which they didn't do. And then they also nerfed her damage, because this was like indirectly, but they nerfed her damage because that mastery, the pure skill mastery got nerfed and never really. They said they were gonna like revisit that mastery, and that never happened. that was it. They said they were gonna take a look at it, and maybe they did look at it, and they were just like, "Yep, there it is. Okay, moving on." But still, conceptually, I like the attempt that was made. That's all I'm getting at. All right, Lorson, send it over to Lorson. Thank you very much, dude. Let me see here. Last two, if you may. Also replace the life with time. Okay. What is this? At the end of the day, you either give the game your life or your money. Yes. This is true. I don't know exactly where that comment's coming from. I gotta be honest, though. Yes, this is true, but it's not necessarily a bad thing in either way. I don't know. You gotta do something with your time and money. It's not exactly bad. As long as it's not too much, right? You gotta have that balance in life. But what did pure skill used to do? This was before my time. So this is years ago. I can't remember exactly. The description never changed. It's with extensive field training, skill champions ignore additional armor. I think it used to reduce into the negatives. Someone may have to correct me on this. I never actually used pure skill at the time. But I think pre 12.0 it was reducing armor into negatives, which greatly amplified damage. All I know is right now it does not. It will never go into the negatives, and there are rarely a case where you need more than like 2 points in this skill, because the rest of it just does not apply. Already, when you crit the opponent, you're already ignoring most of their armor. So why would you need to ignore 64% more? Like, it just doesn't do anything. I think if you pick up this mastery and you go test against like Winter Soldier with a skill champ or something, I don't think you see benefit beyond like the second point, I want to say. Maybe it was the third though. I don't recall exactly, but it was something along those lines. You're correct. What made it so strong was that it could reduce armor into the negatives. Okay. Which made the damage go absolutely batty. Yeah. Okay. We got some confirmation. Appreciate it, Dragon. Alright, Kai, sending over buck saying, do you want some headache medication for Thursday night? Spring cleaning will be upon us. Headache medication? Nah, I don't mind talking about it. It'll be fun talking about it, man. Even if I'm not buying stuff, I still like to see what other people get, so. There's very few things that, like, annoy me, I guess. I feel like you guys get more annoyed than I do, easily. Like, when people ask about, when am I doing the crystal cleanup over and over and stuff like that, I don't mind people asking. I get it. People aren't in here all the time. So it doesn't bother me. Just like repeated questions about spring cleaning are not going to bother me or anything like that. But yeah. Red Hulk has been amazing in this round of BGs. The secondary damage from heat charges gets around Safeguard, and his special 3 has a beefy Incinerate too. Okay. Sounds good. I actually don't know what my deck would look like for Safeguard. It'll be fun to make something. Because I don't have a ton of champs that would bypass it. Safeguard, I mean, I don't, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to play a lot of this beta because Safeguard is probably my least favorite of the nodes that we've seen so far, least favorite iteration. So, I'm not really too interested in you know, playing it a lot right now. If it was like the first set of nodes that would came out with the actual mode, I would rank up some champs to, you know, have a better time in there and stuff. But I don't really want to rank up champs just for the beta. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play Battlegrounds all that much. The best node, in my opinion, was the node that like Legacy and I played against each other when we did like our best of 5 match. That was my favorite node, or set of nodes, where it just like gave the opponents a little bit more power gain, but you could play around it at the same time. I really enjoyed that one. It felt like you had the most freedom of champions to play with. There were still some champions that you didn't want to play with, like Hyperion, unfortunately. Sucked. Safeguard is probably the only set of nodes so far that he's probably good in. But yeah, you know, still, for the most part, you got to play most champs that you wanted to. It felt good from like an early look at the mode when you want to be exploring the different options and get a feel for things before you commit to a more dedicated node to play around. What can we get for spring cleaning? I don't know exactly. Legacy made a video going over last year's offers. I recommend taking a look at that. And you can maybe take some guesses at what's coming this year, but no one will know until it's actually here. Eric the Taxes said over Tuesday, when was the last time you had a mustard bagel? Eric? Couldn't tell you, man. I don't eat bagels on the West Coast. They're just not the same. And I think this last time when I was home, when I was in New Jersey for the holidays, I don't think I ate any bagels, actually. I was eating like pretty healthy foods leading up to that trip. Starting to lose a little bit of weight and stuff. And then I for like the first part of the trip, I stayed true to that and kept eating healthy foods, or, you know, healthier at least. And then I think somewhere along the way, I just lost my willpower, and I caved and was just eating garbage again. Just eating all, you know, junk food and stuff like that. But I think I told my mom not to get any bagels for me, because she normally will just, you know, like the day that I get there, she'll go to like a bagel shop and pick up a whole bunch for the week. But I don't think I told her not to get me any. I might have still eaten one, I'm not sure. But anyway, so the time before that would have been like 2019. 2019 might have been the last mustard bagel I had. Please don't give me a neuro. Why am I throwing this heavy? Of course, there's the neuro because I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Alright, Kai sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, listen, if I was Kabam for spring cleaning, this is what I would do. Despite how much it wouldn't work, put Omega Sentinel in the deals and then make thousands upon thousands of dollars. Wow. Just selling Omega Sentinel like that, huh? Well, I mean, she might be. She wouldn't be there as like a, okay, X amount of dollars and here's your Omega Sentinel, but there might be some like class-based nexuses, or maybe even more specific nexuses where it's like, I don't know, maybe a dozen champions in total, and 6 of them are really strong and 6 of them are not so strong, and, you know, she'd be in that batch of very strong chips. Dude, my nose is so stuffy right now. Ugh, you know what? I was thinking about getting up to get a tissue, but you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. Hopefully it's not too annoying for you guys. I feel like my voice is different because of it. I'm not even sick. It was just the food I ate earlier. Sometimes you just get a little congested for a little while afterwards. All right, anyway. Lorson's here over another buck saying, when is the next crystal cleanup? When pigs fly. It ain't happening. No, when the Battlegrounds release. That's when the next crystal cleanup is. When they officially release, not beta. Because that's when I'm going to make all my decisions, all my rank up decisions and stuff like that. Alright, Samuel sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Let's see. What am I looking at here? Where is your message? I see some... Here we go. Don't you think it'll be beneficial for your MCOC account or your YouTube channel to reinvest some of your YouTube funds into MCOC? You've already had to drop out of 4 Loki. Now you won't get Paragon. Oh, darn. Yeah, of course, man. But I don't do things just for the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's always been that way. Listen, I mean, if I really wanted to, I would go with a like Seaton formula. You know, I would copy what Seaton did and do crystal openings with you know, sponsors and stuff like that. And yeah, there's a ton of ways that I could get more channel views and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I kind of just do what I feel like doing. And yeah, I understand that sometimes it affects the number of people that watch my channel, and that's okay. I don't need all eyes on me, you know what I mean? For the people that want to hang out, here's a place that you can hang out if you feel like it. And if you don't want to hang out here, that's cool too. There's plenty of other, you know, MCC YouTubers. I won't be offended if you don't feel like hanging here. It's all good. Stiatic sending over 2. Thank you, dude. Saying, tweets. Last one, I swear. Sorry, Pixie. What is this? Pixie does not accept your apology, by the way. What do we got here? Okay, last one. That is chunky. Okay, so that's a 50k crit. Plus, it's a little bit fuzzy just because, you know, that's Twitter quality for you. But I think that's 223,000. Is that what that is? Might also be 235,000. I can't tell. Yeah, the more I look at it, I think it's 235,000. So, the number in red there, I think it's 50k plus 235 plus. Wait, was there a hit before this too? Come on, video. There is a hit before it, right? So even the hit before it adds a little bit of damage. But then just that singular hit. Good lord. Maybe that's 225. I don't know. It's one of those numbers. 239. Okay, there we go. 239, Static says. Yeah, dude. That's almost 300,000 damage just in a single hit. It's, you know, some champs don't do damage. What can I say? Yeah, it was 15k. Okay, so the first hit was 15k, so it was over 300,000. You know, what can I say, man? Some champs, they're just not meant to do damage, and Odin is one of those champs. He just... Odin is basically the cosmic Ant-Man. His damage is so pathetic, you know? Only 300,000 on a special? I mean, come on, son. What kind of trash is that? Only 300,000. Pathetic. Now, all right, anyway. That's pretty damn good, dude. It's pretty damn good. All right. What's with the drama here? I don't know what the drama was, but, I mean, listen, it was a fair question to ask. You don't gotta give people crap for asking a question. It was a fair question to ask. But all right, Lorson sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, was it gonna be on the, or what's gonna be on the spring cleaning event? Are you just trying at this point to ask the repeat questions? We'll find out soon. Find out very soon. Did they say the date? I think there was an in-game message, right, about the date. But yeah, we'll know soon enough. I'm not unhappy with my choice. It seems like it. It seems like you're having a pretty damn good time over there. Oh man. All right. Wanna see Mike? No, I don't, Mike. Thank you for the offer. Odin, 0 to 5 damage because he's not Doom. BG, probably. What? Listen. Did they rank Odin? Is he on the list of, I'm curious now. No, no, Rhino, I wasn't looking. Come on, man. Odin. Let's see here. I think I'll still win this fight. I hope. Let's see. The list. The master list. We do have Odin. Let's see what we got. What are you guys' guesses, actually, before we look? Before we scroll down. I'm trying to think right now, but to be honest, I don't play Odin enough to make accurate, informed guesses. People are saying 3 out of 5 damage, 3.5 possibly. 2 out of 5. You can go with 2. Oh, we're almost there. Loaded mechanics. Yes. Yeah. Base stats and abilities. All right, here we go. Champion attributes. I can't look. All right, no. Let's see. Okay. Survivability 3.5. Damage 4.5. Ease of use 4. Utility 3 and defender strength 1. I'd have probably given him a 1.5 for defender strength. There's champs that are easier to take down than Odin, but he's not too hard, so. I don't know. I seriously, I don't know how to gauge it. I don't know if this feels good or not. Static, how do you feel about this? Well, if Static's even still here, because I know Static was also saying he was going to be on his way out. But all right, let me see here. Lorson. Wait, is this a different super chat? Oh, yeah, it is a different one. When are you joining for Loki? Thank you, Lorson. Tomorrow. But if you ask me tomorrow, it's also going to be tomorrow. All right, Kai sent over another buck as well, saying I used a rank down ticket on my 6-star Fury because BG knocked... How's damage rating? I trust the bald man. Well, rip. Congrats on your rank down of Mr. Fury. All right, yeah, I'm not sure if Static's still in here. At least I'm not seeing the message, so. But the ratings don't seem too bad. Kai sending over... Oh, wait. Yeah, you are sending over another buck saying, wait, this may be accurate. Impossible. Oh, man. When is For Loki joining your alliance? Yesterday. Funny enough, that's, that was almost accurate. May have someone who, almost joined my alliance from, For Loki. He's now rank 0. What? Wrong message. What message was I supposed to read? Was there a different one? I'm not sure what the other message was that I was supposed to read, if I still read the wrong one. Odin one. Yeah, I think I did read the Odin one, didn't I? Hold on. Okay, so all the rank down 1. And then 1. Wait, this may be accurate. Impossible. Oh, right here. Oh. Okay, I will be rank 4ing my Odin. How did I miss this message? It's literally right above it. I'm sorry, man. I'm blind. Okay, I will be rank 4ing my Odin to be put on defense. Thank you for the opinion. No problem. Oh my god. Well, congrats on your new defensive god. Alright. Lorson, though. Thank you for another buck as well. Saying, you annoyed yet? Nah. You can keep going. It's fine. I shouldn't have said that, though. I don't really want to encourage people to try to annoy me. That already happens enough with, jokes. BG, can you please remind me of the best synergy for Thing in Variant 2? Oh, boy. It's been a long time. I mean, the champion is who you want to pair up with Thing, but as like a full team... I don't know the best full team. Usually Heimdall and the champion are included. Heimdall for that safety net when you die, because you do kind of want to die. And then, yeah, you get all that damage with the champion synergy, and then the other two, I don't remember who they are. So, it's been too long. Karate Mike almost accepted that invite, eh? Maybe not Karate Mike, but... I'll be honest, I'm happy that no one from For Loki is joining my alliance. I don't really want anyone from For Loki in here because that means they're no longer in For Loki, and I want them to be in For Loki. But yeah. All right, Eric Latax is sending over to... Oh wait, Angela and Hella, is that the other two? Okay. All right, yeah, a bunch of people are saying Angela and Hella. All right, but Eric Latax is, let me see. Hey BG, what cooking show does Daredevil work on? Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, great. Excellent joke. Thank you, Eric. You ever think about going on tour with these incredible jokes? You do so well. Boo, dude. Awful. If I crawl Heimdall, Champion, Helen, yeah. Those are the ones. I just joined in on the stream. What is BG's opinion on the Paragon title? Well, I made a video about it. Levi. So, yeah, if you want to see my full opinion, you can check the video, but all in all, I don't think it's necessarily the worst thing ever. I hope it doesn't actually restrict players from doing content immediately. It'd be one thing if it's like, okay, by the end of the year, we're going to come out some new piece of content. And if you're not Paragon yet, well, you know, we've given you options. But to have a new piece of content right around the corner, to be locked out of, at least these special objectives for it, yeah, that doesn't feel good. I don't think that should be a thing. Usually be grinding for Null. No. I thought the Null grind happened already. Did the Null grind not happen already? I could have sworn it happened already. I can't tell if you're messing with me or if I just was thinking of a different champion than Null that was in the arena. Null is in the next basic. Okay, all right. I guess you weren't messing with me. I guess I was mistaken. Null is next. No, I'm not going to be grinding for Null though. I mean, we'll see round 2. I'll see what he goes for in round 1. It's possible he doesn't go that high. But yeah, like this next week is pretty busy for me. The next 2 weeks. I've got my buddy's bachelor party coming up that I'm not really like, you know, planning for or anything like that. But I just have to get some stuff done before then. And doing an arena grind would be really tough to do. Everyone, Null sucks. Don't grind for him. Definitely don't. Man, I would love to get him. I really would. We don't even have Thronebreaker difficulty yet, so Paragon shouldn't be a problem anytime soon. Oh, I don't mean like a Paragon monthly. I mean what they put in the... Here, I'll show you what I mean. This statement right here. So they talk about an eternity of pain being near. And they're saying that this is one of the events that will help people to get more rank 4 materials. But they also said there will also be objectives exclusively available to summoners that have already obtained the title of Paragon. So I don't think it's something that you're going to be able to like unlock and then do. I think you have to have the title ahead of time. So yeah, you might be missing out on those special objectives. Put up 100 mil for Null. 100 mil in the basic. That's a tall order right there. Is it your 8-day stint where you can't stream? No, but there is going to be a few days where I can't stream. Because the bachelor party, it's not really like a standard bachelor party. It's like a going camping for a couple days bachelor party. So yeah, I'll let you guys know exactly when, but I think there's gonna be, it's either like 2 or 3 days that I won't be here. And then later on for the actual wedding, I'll be gone for a bit longer. The situation is this. My buddy lives in California, but for the bachelor party, it's going to be a little bit more local to my area here, so I don't need to fly anywhere. But then for the actual wedding itself, you know, Laura and I were going to Cali for about a week. So yeah, camping with cocaine and hookers? I don't think so. Must be really good friends to get you the house that long. It is a good friend, yeah. I've known this person for... Oh, let's see. I think I met them in 2005. So about 17 years now. So yeah. All right, got the last milestone that I'm gonna get from this round. Let's go ahead and pop open an arena crystal. Yeah, Eternity of Pain will be annoying, but if we check Summer of Pain, even non-Thronebreaker rewards are respectable and push people for Thronebreaker, so win-win. Hey, that's a good attitude to have. You know, my opinion's a little bit different than that, but it's a healthy attitude to have about it, I guess. No, that sounds lame then. What's the point of camping if you can't enjoy the great outdoors by snorting lines off a sex worker's derriere? Wow. The phrasing of that. That's around the same time you met Laura? Yeah. I'm trying to think if it was 2005 or 2000. Actually, oh no. Oh, what am I thinking? It was way before 2005. It was around 2002? Yeah, man. So I guess like 20 years. Yeah, I've definitely known this person longer than I've known Laura. Because, like, listen, you know, we've only hung out in person a few times, a handful of times. But I met them playing Warcraft 3, where they used to kick my ass. They're younger than me. He's Asian. It feels like, dude, when it comes to RTS games, it's like, oh my god, dude, I was just no chance. Got crushed. But then we played a bunch of other games, of course, over the years, and like I said, we've hung out a few times in person. He came to my wedding. We did some other stuff together, you know. All right, Agent Carmichael sending over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying they said story content is easy. That's why it's not 1 rank 4. Our Arena challenge is easy then too. By that logic, wouldn't 2 rank 4s make sense since you get the second one from Karina's? That sounds pretty good to me. That sounds pretty fair to me, Agent Carmichael. So I got no arguments there. That sounds pretty fair. But yeah, according to Kabam, they're asking for 3. But yeah, man, that sounds pretty fair to me, honestly. 2 rank 4s. For being able to get them in multiple areas of the game like that. And then you wouldn't be required to do high tier alliance in order to qualify. It seems pretty fair to me. If you're going camping with a bunch of video game nerds, there should be no reason you can't stream. You streamed in Maine. That's actually real. Well, I don't think there's going to be... there might be internet access. Either way, that was with like family when I was in Maine, and they go to bed. You know what I mean? They go to bed at a certain time, and I was streaming at like 1 in the morning or whatever it was, you know, East Coast time. No, there's no way I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I know we're all having a great time right now, but it's 9 o'clock. Nah, man. There's very few times. I'm gonna have a feeling that you're not serious here, but there's very few times I don't actually stream, and yeah, this is gonna be one of them. All right, Kai sending over a last minute buck. Thank you, dude. Saying please open a map 1 crystal. Big rewards. No. Just no. That's it. No. I need the map 1 crystals. How dare you? How dare you try to get me to open a map 1 crystal? You know I need the map 1 crystals in my inventory. Eugh. Get the heck out of here. Just for me, please. Do I even have map 1 crystals? I'm not going to open it even if I do, but do I even have them? I don't think I do. It might be somewhere in this inventory full of every crystal imaginable, but I don't think I actually have map 1 crystals. I've got maps 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's it, I think. No. What's your total crystal count up to now? 37,093. I'm running low. Okay. I'm gonna head on out of here, though, guys. Thank you all for the good discussion. I think it was fun to talk about. You know, I'll say this about Kabam. The decisions they make, they're always good for a discussion. Because there's so many people playing this game, and, you know, they can't accommodate everybody. And sometimes it feels like they accommodate almost nobody. So it's fun to talk about the decisions that they make. And yeah, Kabam, they're always good for a new discussion, man. There's always something else going on in the game to talk about. All right, but on that note, I'm going to head on out of here. Before I go, though, shout out to Christopher Torres for being tonight's biggest D. Christopher, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you to everyone else, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.